What is up, guys? It is Rin here. Hello, YouTube. Today we're going to be going over how to defend the CC on Clubhouse. Now, there's a few different ways you can go about this. Primarily, though, the only two reinforcements that I'm going to show that you could probably change up are these two right here on the right side of garage. Now, there are a few things that you can do to help defend your garage doors. A lot of people like to put their Kaid charges up top. And when you do that, it actually electrifies them from below, which makes it a lot harder for a Twitch to come up and shoot it, or a Maverick to trick it, you know? Not only that, but for this wall specifically, I believe you can do it over here, but I'm not positive. You can actually toss your charges underneath, like that, for a good way to electrify them. When it comes to your other reinforcements, though, you will normally always have somebody at C1, C2, C3. These are probably the wrong order. I don't play competitive, so really I don't know what to call this. I just normally say catwalk. But so, a lot of people like to hold that. So, to help out your teammates, you always want to have this one reinforced with the rotate here. This is good because when people inevitably open up this wall, you don't have this wall reinforced, they get a cross shot onto whoever's on catwalk, which is basically giving them a free kill. When it comes to your red stairs, you normally have somebody playing red and playing cash, rotating in and out. You want this wall here, so when they're sitting here to watch this window, when they're like this, they can't get shot. You have the rotate so they can easily peek cash. You always want to have this reinforced, because if you don't, a buck, a sledge can just open this right up, and that'll stop anybody who's holding green box, which is a popular angle people like to hold. Now, as I said, there's two of those reinforcements that you can normally save if you don't feel like reinforcing garage fully, in which case I would normally put one here if you're not reinforcing that, simply because it makes them have to waste hard breach utility if they want to get a fast way into construction. However, in 9 out of 10 cases, people will just come through here or come through master, right? I see a lot of people reinforce these two freaking walls, and I despise it every time because, yes, it helps you if you want to hold in construction, but in all honesty, I would much rather have the garage door reinforced, because that either means you're reinforcing this without getting one of those garages, or you're not reinforcing this, which just sabotages your team. Now, sometimes people will go even worse and reinforce all three of these, leaving either your CC or your catwalk wall and your red wall open, which is not good for your teammates. Now, that is basically the gist of how you want to set up on this map for CC. Now, there's a few different things you can change. Like I said, a lot of people like to put a shield here, simply because when they're coming in and out, they don't want to get shot if there's this is open. You can also place a shield in this area, which just lets you, it covers your feet, because normally you'll have somebody on rappel after they open up this wall, so having a shield there helps you. Now, I'm not sure if this angle is popular or not. However, if you place a shield right here, you actually get about a little centimeter, right? Like this, of angle, right? I'd say it probably ends right about there at that bullet hole, right? You get a small little cheeky peek for you to watch your garage door. Now, the reason you want to reinforce this wall is because a lot of people will just breach this if it's soft, and then they get an angle up to here. And for a lot of people who play catwalk, until late game, they don't like to utilize this rotate, right? Or they don't need to. And if you're ever having to hold red from catwalk, you don't want to be able to get shot from here. Now, when it comes to actual operators, a bandit and Kaid, almost always necessary, one or the other. Maestro and Smoke do very well in this objective. A Valk works well. Now, there's a few Valk cams I can show you here. You can put them in the light, and when you put them in the light, they actually go through the light and kind of blend in. Now, that is a popular spot, so a lot of people do utilize it now, but it works here as well. A lot of people like to get a cam outside, so I will show you two spots that you can use for your cam outside. A lot of people will either throw a cam up here, which gives you a good angle onto this wall. However, if you're feeling especially cheeky and you don't need to see far side or back here, you can actually throw a cam out into this trash pile. And because it's black, it kind of blends in. Once again, these are 2 popular Velcam spots. There's a few others that you could attempt, but in all honesty, it doesn't really matter. As long as you get a camera out there to get an angle onto there, you're good to go. A lot of people like to get a camera on the red. I'm not particularly sure where a good camera is for red. A lot of people just throw it up there. I suppose that works. However, I don't know a better one. I normally save my third cam in case I need one on quick, right? But that being said, that's about all I had to talk about for the CC defense. I just dislike it when people reinforce wrong on this map. And it happens so much you guys wouldn't even understand. And I acknowledge that some people do like to use different strats. However, if you're not trying different strats or if you don't have an actual strat in mind, this is almost always the reinforcement pool that you want to do. Alright? Thanks for watching.